Whole thing spinning. Going live. I'm live. Figure I'll start a little early since I got people in the chat room already. I don't even know if I caught the beginning of that. So let me know if you guys can hear me. Looks like I got audio going through. Let's see who we got in here already. We got Wood Pitching. We got Happy Trails. And thank you. Yeah, so I'm using the camera option in the YouTube live stream setup window. There's a lot less lag, it seems like. And last week had a lot of like jitteriness and after the live stream. So I figured I'd use this. Just got back home. I usually have it set up a couple hours in advance. Was out doing a little kayaking and walked in the door about 20 minutes ago. So I figured we get this all set up and ready to go. Yeah, the camera option, I don't know if I can share my screen with this. I don't think I can. It's pretty limited. Yeah, there's no like share screen. I can end stream. I can mute it. I can share it. I can share it from here. And I can see likes and head count. That's about it. So it's pretty limited. It's kind of like the phone version of it, but on the left side, the sidebar, when you go into your live stream, you'll see schedule an event, like events, schedule an event. Hold on. You live stream. You see stream now, events, and then right below events, I have an option that says camera, and it says new next to it. When you click on that, it brings up this simpler interface. It's kind of like Hangouts, but it's not. You can't invite people in. You can't share your screen. You got a chat window, and that's about it. So, yeah. So look for that when next time you go live. It's nice. It's a little simpler, like I said, but a lot less options. But if you're just doing a straight stream, it works pretty good. Big adventure today? No, just a little kayaking. Big adventure was in the Catskills. Talked about that last week. And let me move my water here so I can read the chat. Michael Fayer's here. What's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by. That was the Catskills. I have been busy. I'll wait here a couple minutes to talk about what's going on. Dragon's here. Dragon roams. So now I gotta get used to doing that. So Dragon, you guys remember Dragon's Trails? That was his second choice for a channel name. If you watched the video he put up, he'll explain all that. But he now goes by his the name that he has preferred to have for the whole time, which is Dragon Roams. So make sure when you see him, that is the same old Dragon, just a different name. Trying Screen Printing is here. What's going on, TSP? Thanks for stopping by. So I got all my mods here, it looks like. All right, everybody's saying hi to everyone else. Yeah, I've been, so I guess I'll start talking about what's going on. So I've been a little less active on social media. If you guys are in the Twitter group, you know I haven't been in there at all in about 3 weeks. Not for any other reason than I've been busy. I did take a little bit of a kind of a YouTube break there for like a week. But Skinny G Panda just came in. And that's okay. So what I've been working on more recently is well, I've talked about it before, and I got the hammock set up here because I was taking a little nap the other day. But is the hammocks? I have the online store is about, I'm going to say 85% done, ready to go. I've got a little more to do on it. I kind of had it set. I thought I liked it, and I'm going to change a couple things around before I put it live. But I've got all my state stuff done for PA. I'm legal to sell stuff, collect income tax or sales tax, and do sales. So I've set up the HemlockMountainOutdoors.com, which has been hosted on like GoDaddy since I put it up. But I moved that over to Shopify, and I'll have the store up and running here very shortly. So orders for hammocks and gear will be live. I was hoping by the end of this week, but I'm going to make a few changes, so probably not by tomorrow. Maybe. I guess it depends on how long I want to stay up tonight. But I'm trying to set myself some hours so I'm not killing myself doing it. So I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get this rolling. So let's see. So while I was yapping, talking to Triumph, Wood Pigeon talking to everybody. Michael Fayers, smack that thumbs up. I got 8 people and 5 thumbs up. What? Somebody's missing something. Smashing that thumbs up. Happy Trails, it is very exciting. There's so much. TSP's got to go back to printing, so I appreciate you sticking on here and listening. But cool. Hey guys, Pupils here. What's going on, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Glad to have you stop by. Yeah, very exciting. A lot of work. Getting everything squared away with the state was not really difficult, but just time consuming. And I was kind of waiting on a few things. I've been looking for like a local manufacturer or a local in PA or just hopefully in the US to maybe help with the production of maybe some basic hammocks that were ready to sell right off the bat. And just not, I mean, I'm just starting, so I couldn't, nobody was really, really interested in working with me, which I understand. So I'm starting this off as made as ordered. So if somebody orders a hammock, I'm going to get the stuff and make it and sell it and send it. So there's going to be a little lead time for everything right off the bat. But then as I get things rolling, I got a supplier account with the people I get all my my materials from. So I'll be able to get bigger quantities of material and then be able to start making some things and have them in stock. So it's going to take a little while to get things rolling like that, but I got to start somewhere. So Happy Trail says they're getting things ready for you to go full time next week and for our 1,000 sub celebration. Oh yeah, very good. So yeah, actually I did see that you guys post that 1,000 subs. Congratulations. You work really hard at promoting your channel, way harder than I do. I'm still like 680 something or somewhere around there. But I really haven't been paying attention to it for the last 3 weeks. You guys are just cruising. So congratulations. You guys put a lot of work into it. And that's with Happy Trails. I haven't even gone over to Healthy Trails. I haven't been to many channels at all. So how you guys doing with the Healthy Trails? Gaius, doing good. Needed a break from all social media. Yeah, dude, I get that. I was doing the same thing for a while. Still coming on doing live streams, putting up some videos, but the social media end, the Twitter, Facebook, I was doing some Instagram. That's just real quick. You just put up a photo and kind of go about your business. But yeah, social media break, you need that because that stuff, it will wear you out at some point. Guys, people, not sure if you PM'd. Okay. Who thought Doritos and chili taste good? Dude, Doritos and chili is really good. What kind of Doritos? Happy Trails 199 is at about 200. Oh, very good. Excellent. That's good. Guys, people's on the John right now. Didn't need to know that. That's one of those too much information. TMIs. All right. So what's everybody got prepared for the weekend or planned for the weekend? We're gonna have some kind of crappy weather here this week. We're talking thunderstorms. We just had a tornado go through like 2 days ago. They called for really bad weather, called for tornadoes. And here we got it got real dark. The wind picked up for about 5 minutes, and then it poured for about a half hour, like really hard rains. And that was it. But just drove up to this little lake about 45 minutes from here. And as we're driving past the one state park that I go to a lot, that Prompton State Park, where I saw that wildlife, there are all kinds of storm damage up there. So tornado definitely touched down nearby. Happy Trails camping with some YouTube friends. Oh, that we all know. Very cool. Wood Pigeon still editing the adventure at the Great Lakes, and Jill just took off for a trip. Very cool. Dragon's doing a beer festival in Frackville. Oh, you go to Frackville, you gotta go look at the weird, creepy statue by the old hotel there in town. It's creepy. And Wood Pigeon's allowed to say where she went now. Oh, so where'd she go? Oh, to Iceland. Very cool. Oh, very nice. Seen a lot of great stuff about Iceland. Happy Trails has got more to come. Skinny Panda will be doing more rain dancing. I don't think we have enough rain yet. Yeah, no kidding. They say we have a drought, which I'll probably say next week. Yeah, I'm going to smack somebody. Forest and Streams is here. What's going on, man? Takes a little while to get from here back to your house. So Forest and Streams was on with me last week. We were just kayaking, just dropped me off. I ran up here, got things ready to go, and pretty cool. Really nice. The place we went to, this Belmont Lake, is usually really windy. I've done a few videos on it. I didn't take any camera gear with me. I think I took one photo while we're up there. It's just nice to be out there and just kind of enjoy it. And it's usually really windy, but it was really, really calm. It was really nice up there. Nice day for a kayak. And you never know what the weather's going to do this weekend, so I figured get out now and go do it. Hey, Dark Matter's here. What's going on, Dark Matter? So you got Wood Pigeon says she'll be filming there and doing her own editing for the channel. This is her first solo video. Oh, very cool. Very cool. All right. So, yep. All right. So someone got Gaius's comment. Yeah. I guess some filter in Google caught that. Okay. So somebody got that up there. So yeah, a lot of storm damage up north of here. I've got absolutely nothing planned to talk about today. I'm just watching the chat. So the past few weeks, I've had like multiple like technical issues. Audio last week. Right? It was last week. Last week was the it got scheduled an hour too early. Had audio 1 week. It had no video the week before. So this week I figured I'd just use a simple one and get up here and get things working. And I just didn't have anything planned to talk about. Happy Trails, tornadoes are not usual in your neck of the woods, are they? Not common, but not unheard of. We've had tornadoes usually like every couple of years. We get like a small one, nothing big. But this is the first time I really remember having 1-2 years back to back. Well, no, actually I said that before, and then I remembered that we did have one other one where 2 different areas got hit 2 separate years. But yeah, we do get them. They're usually not real big, but they seem to be getting more common. So the whole, is there weather changing thing? Who knows? Is it just a cycle, or is something actually happening? Who knows? But yeah, we did get them. We didn't, nothing here. But yeah, there's not far from here, there was damage. There's actually a video I put up last year where we were doing some scouting and the weather just turned to crap. It was actually, we could see the funnel cloud off in the distance. It was crazy. Guys, people said after Hurricane Harvey, we actually got snowfall in the south. Texas, don't know why that would be flagged. No, it wasn't. It was the one before that about your phone. That's the one that got flagged. I don't know why. All you said was dumbass phone, and it flagged it. Wood Pigeon, I was at Store Giant Tiger, and they have hammocks there for $30. Yeah, there's so we can talk about that for a minute. You can go to a store and buy a $30, $25 hammock, but I can tell you what it costs to make those hammocks, because I know I don't have to see the brand that you're talking about. Knowing how much it costs, I know who makes it. It's made by one company that sells them to a bunch of different brand names, and they contacted me to make my hammocks. I know how much they cost to sell to that brand name to sell, and they're making a profit on that. And then the company that's making those is making a profit off of this. Well, we'll say about $5 to make that hammock. I don't trust, and they got to make a profit. I don't trust $2 or $3 worth of fabric to hold me up overnight. So I would not buy a $30 hammock. It sounds like a great deal, but you're getting a very questionable product. That's just my feelings. You guys do what you want to do, and I don't want to disparage anybody's company or anybody's interest in being in business. But I was approached by that company to have my hammocks made, and I refused. This hammock that's hanging right here, this hammock is I've had this made this about 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. I have beat the crap out of this thing. This has been in heat, cold. It's frozen. It's had ice on it. It's been soaked. It's been in wind. It's still like it's brand new. That's why I've been testing them for so long. I want to make sure that what I was making was going to last. And I've had big brand name hammocks that don't hold up as well as this. It's all in the fabric, all in what you use. It's all in what you use. Yeah, the like button got 10 viewers, 7 thumbs up. Would it be something to try out to see if you'd like it? Yeah, probably. I mean, if you got to start somewhere, right? Not everybody wants to spend, $60, $70 on a hammock, and I get that. Yeah, maybe to see if you like it, but I mean, I did that. The first one I bought like a $25. It was like on sale. I got online. They do work, but after being in something that's got some better quality built to it, you can definitely tell the difference. Skangy Panda says you get what you pay for. I don't see them to go camping. Yeah, no, they're really not. Will they work like a backpack hammock? Yeah, I guess. Dragon, I don't mind them for day lounging, but I don't find them comfortable for sleeping. Yeah, generally those really cheaper ones are usually like 8.5 to 9 feet, which is good for a day hammock. You're not gonna. I slept in my little 9-footer. I did that once. Actually, I did it twice. I made a 9-footer and slept in that, and that was a little tight. It's just short. Leaving, but have to get ready to go. Okay, yeah, I know you got a graduation to go to, Happy Trail. So thanks for stopping by, and whoever's graduating, congratulations. Oh, you're a teacher, so you're going to the graduation. It works every once in a while. Wood Pigeon says, okay, I'm going to sit back and just listen for a bit and eat the chili and Doritos. Try and pass what the hammocks are tested weight up to on my hammocks. This one, it goes by fabric. This is, I think I made this out of 1.6 ounce. So this fabric here is rated up to 300 pounds. The other one, the green one that I've been using, the netted hammock's kind of a prototype. I made that out of 1.7 ounce, and that'll hold up to 400 pounds. The suspension's 300 easy. Most companies that rate their Whoopee Sling suspensions rate them at 300 pounds. So I'd say 300 pounds. It's enough for most people. I mean, I wouldn't. I see a lot of people doing like 2 people in the hammock, like sitting in them, and you can do that for a while, but you're not going to sleep 2 people in the hammock unless you're really, really don't mind being like just smashed together. Yeah. So the weight on these again depends on the fabric, but and these are single layer hammocks. So this one here, like I said, is 300 pounds. Anything heavier than this is up to 400 pounds. And I made one of the first ones I made was an ultralight. I used a 1 ounce ripstop, which is rated up to like 250 pounds. And that's stretched a little bit, but it's a really thin material, but super light. I could actually take that. It weighs like with the carabiners and the loops, no ridgeline, that only weighed like 9 ounces. Really, 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 really light. Travis says 2 in a hammock sounds like fun, but really gets uncomfortable quick. Yeah. I mean, if you're sitting, if you're sitting like with your legs over, and you're sitting side by side for a little while, it probably wouldn't be so bad. But to lay 2 people in a hammock, I mean, it's tight when you got 1 person in the hammock. I don't know. I see a lot of companies market it that way as like 2-person hammocks. No. Dark could think of a couple supermodels. Yeah, I guarantee even with supermodel that would get old real quick. Guys, people say this is why I haven't bought a hammock yet. I try to buy things that last and do good on the ground. Maybe if funds let me, I'll buy your work. Yeah, you could probably put this on the ground. I haven't gone to ground in this. The heavier, the 1.7 or the 2.2 ounce that I can get, the 2.2 ounce is really thick. It's really that you go to ground in. But I mean, the hammocks generally aren't designed to go to ground in, and if it is, I did see somebody's making one that can be a hammock or a tent. And generally, I found that things that are 2-in-1 don't do either one great. So you're going to give up a little bit of something to have both. So could you go to ground? Could you use it as a ground sheet? And then, if you had a bug net, the one I'm using right now with the net on there, you could probably definitely put that on the ground and string the ridgeline up to something, poles or a couple sticks to keep the bug net up off your face and use it like a bivvy. Would definitely work. Guys, yeah, same thing. Yeah, anytime that you got a 2-in-1, it's nice. When I'm backpacking, I like to have things that have dual purpose that I can use for 2 things, but I know it's not going to do either one of those things phenomenally. Phones. It's a phone and a camera. Neither one is done great. So, so that's what I've been working on, and very excited about getting that up and running. Skinny G says loves her hammock. I don't think I like the ground option, but then again, I never use it that way. I like swinging and sleep. Yeah. When that's one of the great things about being in a hammock is you just kind of rock to sleep. And like I said, in an emergency, you could take a hammock to ground to leave, to keep you off the ground a little bit, but you're still going to get, if it's damp, it's going to get through there. Probably in a like a shelter, if you had to go to ground, put that down as a ground mat. Dragon Roams, so with integrated bug net, could be used as a bivvy in a pinch. I just would not be as comfortable. Yeah, I would be as comfortable, and I would definitely double check everything. Now, this is ripstop, so it's designed to, if it gets punctured, not tear. But you still want to make sure nothing punctured the fabric, because when you do put weight on it, it's ripstop, but it's not completely rip proof. It can rip. It's just much, much harder. Forest and Streams, love sleeping in a hammock. It's pretty incredible night's sleep. Yep. Agreed. It's just there's something about laying in a hammock, and it's, for me at least, it's way more comfortable than sleeping on the ground. Wood Pigeon's back from eating his chili. That was awesome. Dragon says you can find videos of people ground pitching them. Yeah, I mean with the integrated bug net, it would be like setting up a tarp on the ground. As long as you got hiking sticks, hiking poles or sticks, and you just have enough tension on them, you can pitch it out and it will keep it up. It's not going to be the same as being in the hammock with the bug net up. It's going to get in your face a little bit, but it's going to keep the bugs off of you. So definitely can be done. Guys, people, my only point is I never bought a hammock yet, and I've been in them and never owned one. One day I'll have. Yeah, it's it took me a long time to. I always want to try hammocks, even back when it was, like the old ones and you seen the trees with the spreader bar on them and like the rope hammocks. But there's only a few years ago where I really started getting into them. Triumph says they make these lay flat hammocks that are sideways between two trees and double as a chair in an upright position for $300 or $400. Yeah, you can get surprisingly flat you think you'd be laying like this in this hammock, but you lay with your head at one side and your feet at the other, and you're not 100% flat. Not in this one. If this was an 11-foot, this is only a 10-foot hammock. I'm very comfortable in the 10-foot hammock. But with an 11-foot hammock, and I don't think I use extra wide fabric on this particular one. In my net hammock, that is extra wide, which I'm going to be using for all the hammocks now. And even at 10 feet, I can get almost perfectly flat. It's just a different style of hammock. Everybody's got to have their own thing, right? Skinny G Panda says, if I knew what sleeping in a cloud was like, a hammock seems close enough. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Dragon, I don't mind going to ground, but you guys know I'm with you. Sleep in the hammock for that. Yeah, and you guys use the tent up in the Catskills, and you kind of got a taste of that again. It's just different. I don't know what it is. Even with the nicest mat that you can have, it's not the same as sleeping in a hammock. Wood Pigeon was in a hammock once. We ended up snapping the cord and landing on a. Oh yeah, I don't know what kind of cord you're using. Probably paracord. Don't use a paracord for a hammock. It does not have the weight rating. It can hold a lot of weight, but you get a lot of breaking weight on a hammock. Every time you move, this is 7/64 Sam steel. This will hold, I think, 2,400 pounds breaking strength. So 2,400 pounds can fall on this before it will break. And the way the suspension is set up, there's no knots in it, so you're not losing any strength there. There's like your safety ratio, which brings it down to like 300 pounds, but you could put a lot of weight on one of these. I'd be more worried about the nylon strapping, this stuff breaking, and this is rated up to like 1,500 pounds. I'd be more worried about this breaking before, or the stitching before the amp steel. And I've put a lot of force on these straps that I've been using and I've been using the same straps since I made these ones. So a year and a half on those straps. They're not the ones that mounted to the wall here, but and they're still fine. So yeah, it's all in the materials. Paracord is great for holding on to things, but it does not have a good breaking strength, and it stretches a lot, which doesn't help. Guys, people says must be a crap model. Dragon says the AMOC is one of those sideway hammocks. Yeah, they make one. I think Hennessy makes one like that, where it's kind of it instead of it being gathered in like this, it's spread out across a wider angle and it's longer. I guess some people they can't get comfortable in something like this. So I guess that works. Wood Pigeon says we weren't sleeping, so you're putting a lot of pressure on that. Skinny G Panda says hung mine wrong once and sat in it and went right to the ground quick. It was like, well, I guess I need to hang it higher. Yeah, I had my old Eagle's Nest Outfitters hammock. It was the first camping hammock that I got. I bought it, and I had what the suspension did I have? I was using my X-Ped suspension, which is like it's almost like a paracord. It's not an Amsteel. I don't know what exactly they use, but it's a little stretchy, a little bit. And the first time I set it up, and I had it at like a really good height, and I got in it, and I sat there for about 5 minutes, and all of a sudden I realized I was touching the ground. And between the hammock, because I use that parachute nylon, which is a little stretchy, and the stretchiness of the suspension, I dropped about 8 inches, and I was like, hope that doesn't happen every time. I got Wood Pigeon Jill's just boarding her plane now for Iceland. Hope she has a safe flight. I knock on wood, I've yet to come down out of the trees. It's yet to happen. I haven't fallen. I've been around people that's happened to, and it doesn't look like fun. I don't want it to happen. Even the first hammock I made, this first little backpacking hammock, which was made out of like probably the worst material I could have made it out of. First time I'd sewn since like middle school, and had never done any of this stuff. And I just took that right out and camped in it one night. I thought for sure that was going to break. I thought for sure I was going to wake up in the middle of the night falling from the sky, but it didn't happen. Happy Trails, think of doing Tubers Chopped collaboration again. If anyone's interested in joining in, get in touch with Happy Trails. Guys, peoples go back and do some roofing. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Adam Z's here. What's going on, Adam? Thanks for stopping by. On the boat, Lake Wallenpaupack. So I'll be listening but fishing instead of typing. Well, good luck catching some fish. All right, everybody's saying hi to Adam. Dragon did the What's in My Pack video for you will be up after the stream. Oh, very cool. I got one that'll be up tomorrow for my summer pack. So that's pretty cool. Wow, that was a loud radio on a bike. All right. Yeah. So at some point I'll be offering quilts too. These are the quilts I made. Not real. I'm happy with them for me, but these are kind of clones of my Enos. So I'm working on a different design. I just wanted to make a set that I get my know what it's supposed to look like and how it's supposed to act, and then go from there. So before I start offering these, I'm gonna work on another prototype model. My top quilt that I made here, this one is, quilts are quilts, but that's kind of my own, kind of came up with my own system for making that. Saves a little weight, and I've actually been really happy with the lack of draft, and it still opens up. It's not a closed foot box. Both Instagram. Okay, so Happy Trails, find you on Instagram. Okay, so yeah, so anybody who's interested in doing the what's it called, the Tubers Chopped collaboration. I saw you put up the video. Again, I have not been watching videos. I got to get back to that. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. I'm going to check it out. But guys, definitely get in touch with Happy Trails. And also, anybody who's just getting on here, make sure you say congratulations to Happy Trails for reaching 1,000 subs. Very cool. It's okay. Yeah, it's like Gaius was saying, sometimes you got to get away from this thing. Is like right touch of mine. I wasn't going to leave this up. I was originally planning on taking this down before the live stream, but I got back kind of late, so I just left up. Started with the taking a break from the Instagram, and then got busy with business, and kind of been running with that. Happy Trails, yeah, you got the 1,000 subs, now you got to up the watch time. Yeah, if you go into your, where is it? There's on the left bar of your studio, and you go to, where was it? It wasn't analytics. Somewhere in here. Maybe dashboard. Nope. Not video manager. Not community. Channel. Click on channel. Click on channel and you go to monetization. And you start the process. You can start the process as early as you want. They won't actually review you until you get your where you got to be. But once you get through the registering for the program, the partner program, which most of us already are, requesting your AdSense, which most of us already are if we're already doing the videos, and then setting your monetization preferences, which they ask that you redo. Once you do that, it'll show you your total subscribers and your watch hours, your actual watch hours, not in minutes, for the previous 12 months. So it'll give you an actual exact amount in hours, no math needed. It shows exactly where you are and where you need to be. So definitely check that out because that gives you a lot of great information in it. So that was under, YouTube Studio, under channel, monetization, all that information is in there. See, I can talk hammocks, I can talk YouTube. Happy to take the weekend off the internet. Got to be careful. It gets addictive getting away from that internet. Nitros, we have been monetized twice already. Just have to get the hours up. Yeah, I was lucky enough that this was the first time I got hit with one of their changes. But what can you do, right? Hopefully, with the changes that Google's doing with YouTube, they're changing the way YouTube Red works. YouTube Red is going to go away. It's going to become YouTube Premium, and then YouTube Music and Google Play Music are going to merge together, and it's going to be one thing. So hopefully, with what they're doing, and they're making their advertisers more happy, and they're trying to bring in more revenue for YouTube itself. Hopefully, as we start to get back into monetization, the numbers are a little better than they were, because there really wasn't a whole lot going on with monetization for small channels. And you could make some money, but you did better if you had like one video that did really well. Hopefully now that's changed. Skinny G Panda got my first month on YouTube email with my stats for the other day. It was pretty cool. Yeah, they just started doing that recently. They didn't used to do that. At least I don't ever remember getting an email from them about it. It is nice to see where you're going, but you can get all that information in your analytics too. It's just a little more digging needs to be done if you go through analytics. Happy Trails, we just keep creating and keep promoting what we love to do. It'll be fine anyway. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, as the channels that are just putting out stuff to put out stuff and make money, hopefully they're starting to, these kind of troll channels are kind of going away, hopefully. So the people that they're sticking with it and doing it because they like to do it, they're the ones that'll make out. Wood Pigeon, my first time I got monetized, I was just starting to make money, and then they got rid of it completely. Hey, Chris Coney's here. What's going on, Chris? Yep. It was better originally. When I first started monetizing, and we're talking like, say 8 years ago. I've been on YouTube a while. This channel is relatively new. Muskie Hans is here. Go on, Muskie Hans. Thanks for stopping by. It was easier to make money on YouTube videos. It was easier to get videos noticed because there weren't as many big channels that were kind of. It was just completely different the way it all worked. So it was pretty easy to bring in $100 a month, just doing like maybe a video or two a week, and without really promoting it that much. Especially if you had even a little bit of a following. Now, the channel I was doing was kind of a niche channel, and it was, so there weren't a lot of people doing positive Metro PCS reviews, like actual looking at the phone, saying what was good, what was bad. So the people that found me generally stayed with me because I was doing something that wasn't being done on other channels. Now there's tech review channels all over the place, and everything's flooded. But Chris Coney's packing for Trail Days. Skinny G Pandas. I guess I need to start making reaction videos. For those people seem to make a lot of talking crap on other people's show. Yeah, you can do it that way. I try to steer clear of the drama. Have Charles has to go. Last night of work. Sorry. Don't be sorry. Last night of work. You got things to do. This is just a live stream. I almost didn't make it to this one, so don't worry about it. Thanks for stopping by. Dragon Roams. It'd be cool to get down there. Missed the PCT trail days. Oh, to Chris Coney. Yeah, nice. Wood Pigeon, when I first started, I didn't realize that you had to monetize the videos yourself. Yeah, there's a little process to it. And I guess that would suck if you didn't realize, you just thought you were going to make money. But yeah, actually, I didn't even start doing it initially. I had a friend who had what was he doing? He was doing metal detecting at the time. And he had a channel up. And he got an AdSense account and started doing the Google ads. And he was making a little money off of it. And he's like, oh, you should do this. And he kind of told me what needed to be done. So I was lucky enough to have somebody like, hey, you got to do it this way to make it work. Muskie Hans, I noticed YouTube is really favoring large channels and suggested videos that are not even related to fishing for my own. Yeah, unfortunately, if you're a big channel, you're going to get the love from YouTube. That's where the advertisers want to put their dollars. That's what keeps people coming back. And I'm not saying it's right, but it's business. And unfortunately, YouTube is a business. And we're all contractors, basically. So, and, I guess it depends on what your ultimate goal is for your channel, on how much you want to change what you want to do. Me, I'm going to do the videos the way I want to do them. And if people like them, then great. If people don't like them, then great. I'm still doing them for me. Chris Coney, my hours are back above threshold. Just need to slowly get subs up. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, my views are trending above threshold once I get to my subs. At least it was. I haven't checked my analytics and my stats, and since I've kind of not been pushing things the past couple of weeks, subscriber count has slowed down. Pretty. I'm not even sure of the word I'm looking for. Has slowed down, so it is what it is. It's like an ebb and flow. I know some people get they panic when they see subs leave or they see subs slow down, but it's just the nature of the beast, and you just got to do it the way it's got to get done. All contractors, or as YouTube puts it, bad actors. Yes, we're partners. YouTube partners. Skinny G, my goal is to be famous. Just kidding. I just want to inspire people with limitations to get out and see what nature has to offer. Yep. And that's, if you go into it thinking you're going to be famous, you're going to be disappointed. It's like anything else. Anybody who's ever been a musician and played in the band, you know what I'm talking about. You think that you're the greatest singer in the world, and then you realize that you suck. And YouTube's I'm that way with my videos. I'll put a video, and when I'm editing it, I'm like, this is great. And then I'll put it up, and then maybe a month or two later, I'll be like, oh, what did I do on that trip? And I'll watch it. I'm like, oh my God, I put that out. Dragon Roams, that's the thing. I'm going to do my thing, and if someone can take anything away from it, then that's an added bonus. Yeah, you know what? Going out and kind of inspiring people to get out and do hiking and outdoors or whatever it is that you do. If you're passionate about it and something you like to do, people will see that. And you got to be doing it for the right reasons. TSP, never intended on monetizing. Don't care about subs or views. I'm on here for you guys. That's and you would probably do really well if you monetize with that attitude. Yeah, I mean, the monetization is nice if you realize that you're not going to make a ton of money. It was nice, before YouTube changed their monetization rules. I was getting what they cut it off at $100, right? It was the lowest amount they'd cut a check for. So maybe every 3 months, 4 months, I might get a check from YouTube. Now that was with this channel and still with my old channel's still up, and it's still there. I just don't put anything on anymore. That was still getting views on some stuff on phones that were like 10 years old, 11, like 9, 10-year-old phones. But I guess those phones are still for sale in like some emerging markets. So people who are looking for these phones and still finding my channel and still watching the video, they're still getting views. So I left it up there, and I was doing a video every now and then, just to keep new content on there. But once they changed it, 2 channels, trying to keep 2 channels going that were so different, was kind of hard. I would just always be making videos. So it's still there, but I don't do anything with it. Not to say in the future I won't, but not right now. Skinny Panda says my Instagram is more grown than YouTube so far. It's funny how that works, right? And it's really hard to get cross traffic. Like, it seems it's easier to get people on YouTube to follow you on Instagram than to get people on Instagram to follow you on YouTube. I've tried videos, like putting little video clips out. It's hard. Wood Pigeon, I got a little heat in the begging. What? Called a travel channel as opposed to an outdoors channel. Oh, okay. You got heat from the beginning for travel channel as opposed to an outdoors channel. But when you're 3 blocks away from Parliament, you can't really go out and cut a tree down. People get really specific, I guess. And this is with anything. It doesn't matter what your channel is or what your hobby is. There's always going to be those people who you're not doing it right. You can't call yourself an outdoors channel if you're not doing bushcraft. You can't call yourself this. Hey, Jason Hellman here. What's going on, Jason? Thanks for stopping by. You can't like I backpack, but I don't do like long distance backpacking. So I'm sure somebody watches it because this isn't really backpacking. He's only doing an overnight or a couple of days. Oh, people get really uptight about that. It's all just outdoors. We're doing this, it's fun. We're doing it because we enjoy it. You can call yourself an outdoors channel and just do paintings of the outdoors in a concrete room. I don't care. It's what you call your channel. It's what you're named. Why people get so uptight about that, I will never understand. I mean, Wood Pigeon, I've seen enough of your stuff to know that you're outdoors related. It doesn't matter where you live. I live next to a bar. There's a bar right like 2 houses down. I think I've told you that before. You can hear the cars drive by, motorcycles. I don't live outdoors. I would love to, but I don't. It's funny. It's all in the name. Trying screen printing. I have learned so much and met so many great folks. You can't put a price on it. No, absolutely. You know what? And that's why the like doing the live streams and getting the comments and trying to watch the videos when I, it's weird, right? You'd think that not watching a lot of like television, YouTube would be a good thing, but you're like, I feel like I'm neglecting people. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Everybody who's in here right now, I feel like I know. Like some of you, I do know. Some of you I've met. Some of you I've known for a while. But some of you I've never met personally. But I've watched your videos, and we chatted in on my live stream and on other people's live streams, and watched your videos. And it's like we all kind of know each other. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. I like it a lot. Wood Pigeon. There was a guy a few years back that went after Survival Lily for not being a bushcrafter. Then he came after me saying I'm not a bushcrafter and I said, no, I'm not a bushcrafter. I'm an outdoorsman. It makes you wonder how much of a bushcrafter that guy is. And trust me, there's a lot of bushcrafting people who suck. And not because they do bushcrafting bad, but because they leave their bushcraft camps set up in the woods and they leave garbage around and they're cutting down live trees. And they're just doing things they shouldn't be doing, but they're bushcrafters. So maybe they should take that out of their name, or outdoors out of their name. I don't think outdoors means bushcrafter. I think it means outdoors. Like you go do stuff outside. I do kayaking. I do hiking. I do backpacking. I do camping. That's all outdoors. Travis, the definition of a bushcrafter is broad range. It definition is yes, but the minds of some of the bushcrafters is not. And I shouldn't say it like that. I don't want to. I'm not. I have nothing against bushcrafters, but the minds of some people are not as wide open as the definitions for what they do. Dragon, I just introduced Panda to Survival Lily's channel this morning. She's got a good channel. I think the first one I saw, she's the one who did the backpack. It was like an overnight backpacking trip, and she like forgot her matches or something. She had to like pack up. She was like out there with her dog. I think that was one of her videos. I watched that and I was like, oh, that would suck. But she knew enough not to try to like stay there and like, because it was like winter. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, I would laugh at somebody that came to me and they're like, you can't use outdoors in your name. First of all, I don't work for you and I'm not related to you. You don't own the word outdoors. So you can't really say anything about it. Skinny G, Lily is very interesting. Plus, I always like a chick in the outdoors. Yeah, in the outdoor life. They're rare to come by. They not as much as you think. You do a little searching. You actually don't have to do that much searching on YouTube. It's good to see the diversity of people that are outdoors doing stuff, even if they're just learning or just trying. You know, and they're out there doing it, which is perfect. I think there should be more of that. Wood Pigeon Survival Lily got a lot of heat, but she was the first strong lead female in a male-dominated field. Now, that's another thing I don't understand. Why would, like, I wouldn't be afraid of somebody else doing anything. Like, female, male, doesn't matter. Like, why is that going to matter? I don't know. People, it's people. It's the way people think, I guess. I like when she got helicopter dropped in the wild. I didn't see that one. Triumph says some bash Ray Mears for his technique, and the guy is a true bushcrafter, meaning of the word, but others will always find faults in anything. Yeah, that's true. Doesn't matter what you do. I mean, I'm surprised. I'm really unsurprised that on some of the winter trips I did this past winter, and I never really did any bushcraft technique stuff. I never really worked on it. And I was doing some, I was trying different knives that I was carrying with me, and I was doing some baton and then just doing some like basic bushcraft stuff that I'd seen on other channels just to learn. I'm surprised somebody wasn't like, you're doing that wrong, or you just not the right knife. I'm really surprised I didn't get any comments like that. And if I did, I completely ignored them, which is just as good. Dragon says, she's she is my female Joe. Oh, yeah, Joe. I got to catch up on Robinette's videos. He's got a couple out now. I haven't been watching. But those are the kind of people that I like to watch, who are doing it because they like to do it. And they're not overly, they're serious about it. In the way that they're taking it seriously when they're doing it, but they're not taking themselves too seriously for doing it, which is awesome. Yeah, a lot of great channels out there of all kinds. Let's see, 53 minutes. Skinny G Panda, I need to check out some bushcrafter videos now. Sounds like a good laugh. Some of them are funny. She led the way for a lot of women to come out and take their own lead. And now 2018, there are many women in the outdoor community that run a channel better than the guys, says Wood Pigeon. Absolutely. Excuse me. Wow. Don't scarf down a bunch of lunch meat before you go on the air. Gives you gas. Yeah. A lot more female-led channels, female-only channels. And like I said, I think it's diversity is good. You can learn from anybody. You can learn from anybody, and you can enjoy anybody's content. Doesn't matter if they're doing it exactly the same as you, or if they're doing it completely different. There's more than one way to do a lot of this stuff. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, for a lot of the car camping stuff I was doing before this past winter, I almost forgot how to make a fire because I would just go to the campground with a door flame in the back of the Jeep, carry that up because I'm out there to enjoy it and to relax. I don't want to sit there for 35 minutes trying to remember how to make a fire, collecting, so I just light the door flame, throw the wood on there and call it a day. Is it the best thing to do? Well, is it going to teach you how to start a fire? Yeah, with a door flame, but no. But does it get the job done? Absolutely. The TSP, who is the Forest and Streams on Insta? Triumph, that's the Forest and Streams in this room. That is Rocco, who was here last week, my buddy Rocco. Just haven't seen a lot of female hammock campers. Let's see. Aside from Skinny G Panda, there was that group at Choke Creek when me and Forest and Streams were out there, and there was like 3 or 4 women. They all had hammocks. I've seen a few actually. And you don't see many. You see a few. Trent says, "Oh, cool! You just follow me." Yeah. Skinny G Panda, you see me every time I hammock camp. Yep, says a dragon. Enjoyed Rocco on the show last week. Yeah, so Forest and Streams just put up a video. He doesn't put up a lot of videos, but just started getting into doing a little voiceover on his videos. So stop by, check out his 2018 kayaking, first paddle of 2018 it's called. And give him some feedback on his voiceover. I thought it turned out pretty good. Oklahoma Plant Base, I think is the name. She might be the one. She might be one. Oh, Oklahoma Plant Base. I've heard that name. I don't think I've ever seen any of her videos. Skinny G Panda has only 33 subs. Woodpitch just put her first video like 3 weeks ago. 33 subs. Actually, yeah. Why aren't more people subbed? Anybody in here needs to go over there and sub. It took me like 8 years to get 33 subs. That's not even a joke. Okay, yeah, all right. So Woodpigeon just put up a link. Dragon said she's going to pass him soon. And yeah, Woodpigeon put up a link to Skinny G's channel. So if you don't click on her icon, you can just click right on that link. Skinny G Pants is slowly getting there. That's why I started using Twitter to get more people to my channel. I got to use Twitter more. I use Twitter through that if this then that. So when I do an Instagram post, it puts up there. And every once in a while, I'll post just to Twitter. But I should probably use that more. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So good point, Woodpigeon. Skinny G Panda, have you been in touch with Yankee, or have you gone to his channel? Yankee, is he out? Did he start his? I know he had like a big trip planned. I've been out of the Twitter groups for the past couple of weeks, just kind of taking a break from him and working on the business. So I know he followed me on Instagram recently. I haven't talked to him. I feel kind of bad. Yankee's a good guy. Yankee is really big on helping the outdoor community grow. I've had him on. He was my first guest co-host a few weeks ago. Really good guy. Really, really good guy. Definitely worth getting to know. I followed him on Twitter and see he has community help now. Yeah, so. Yep. So there's he puts his Twitter. I'm doing like a play-by-play on the chat. Yeah. So he replies more in Twitter, or if you do a video for or like a comment on a video. But yeah, actually, it'd probably be really good to do a meet and greet with Yankee, especially with the subject of your videos, I think that'd be great. They would work out really well. So, all right, I just passed an hour. I don't feel like doing a 2-hour show this week like I did last week, and I got to make dinner. So, yeah, I'll have a video up tomorrow that's going to be about my my warm weather pack out. Woodpitch says I'm part of the Yankees community, and so am I. Yeah, so actually a lot of people in here, well, that are usually here. I know Happy Trails is in there, and bunch of I don't even know how many people are in that community, but yeah, definitely worth getting into, because you're going to meet a lot of other channels that are a part of the outdoor community, and it always helps to get to know people in your own community. Forest and Streams, I'm with you on watching relatable people. Man, Woodpitch, you put up so many links, I missed like half the chat. You killed it with those links. Yeah, Forest, just like watching people, someone you like you'd like to know in real life. Yeah, so relatable people, absolutely. It's easier to watch someone that seems like they would be cool to hang out with. Yeah, you don't want to do. Me and Forest and Streams have watched a few, gone on like YouTube, like video hunts kind of, and sat there and watched a bunch of channels where people, they just don't come across well on their channel, and they're like yelling at their equipment, but it's like their real personality, and you don't want to watch that. No, I mean, it's good for a laugh every now and then, but you don't want to be a part of that. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll have a video up for my warm weather pack that's ready to go. I just got to upload it, and then on Monday I'll put up part 2 of possibly part 3 from the Catskills. So. Trans, the pleasure is always fun. Great people. Everybody be well. Take care. TSP out. Thanks for stopping by, TSP. Thanks for the help with the moderating. And I know you're still working, so thanks for stopping by. Woodpitch says he yells at his equipment, but I edit that part. Yeah, I do the same thing. When the last Catskills trip I did, where all that stuff went wrong in the beginning, it was like me hiking, and all of a sudden I'm in the hammock, because there was a good 2 hours where the wind had picked up and I'm trying to set up my hammock. My filter stopped working. Like all this stuff was going on. And I was yelling at my equipment, and I just didn't do it. I didn't record half of that. But once I realized it was going to be one of those kind of days, I was like, I'm going to put the camera away. I'll just pick this up later. It happens. Skinny Japan says voice activated, turn off because it makes me look insane, yelling GoPro turn. Yeah, it's bad enough if I got to ask my phone something and I use the Google hot word. This new one I can just squeeze and it comes on, which is nice. But yeah, you can imagine like going through the woods and just like, talking to your camera all the time. Yeah, so the second part of the Catskills trip will be up on Monday, and then I'll probably put up something real quick once I get everything launched for the Hemlock Mountain Outdoors, once that's all up and running. And then I'll probably I'll do very little cross promoting between this channel and that, but I will talk about it from time to time. Woodpitch asks, where's Catskills? Catskills is in New York State. It's about 2.5 hours from where I live here near Scranton, PA. And it's a mountain range and a park. So it's kind of like it's almost like it's like a state forest, kind of like Crown Land for you. Huge open areas, lots of hiking trails, backpacking. There's multi-day trails. There's all kinds of cool stuff. And it's really nice. I know a lot of people here in New York and they just think immediately New York City, but New York State is beautiful. And so you've probably heard of the Adirondacks. I know Rocket Outdoors is just up there. Did the Five Ponds wilderness area. So it's similar to the Adirondacks. It's the same style of an area. It's a mountain range and a forest preserve park. It's not really borders. You don't pay to get in. There's not anything like that, but it's just huge areas. And it's great. We were talking about places we want to go, and I said everyone talk about that place. Yeah, there's a lot of cool spots in the Catskills. Dragons is definitely worth a trip. It's definitely worth a trip. If you're used to mountains like you'd get out in like British Columbia, you're going to be like, what are these? These aren't mountains. But if you're used to like East Coast kind of terrain, then they're pretty nice. There's not a lot of I shouldn't say it. There's a great deal of different difficulties on the trails. But it's beautiful. There's some spots where you got where we were last week over at Giant Ledge and Panther Mountain. That ledge is probably some of the best views of the Catskills there, and where I was a couple months ago over about 5 miles from there on those big rock outcrops, and you just got this huge, almost panoramic view of the Catskills. You're not up as high as you would be in, like, say, Slide Mountain, which is the highest peak, but the really nice views. So really nice. A lot of nice hiking. There's some easy stuff. There's some harder stuff. It's pretty much primitive camping at large. So unless it specifically states, like where we were, that you can only camp in specific areas, and you're below the 3,500 foot mark, you can camp pretty much anywhere as long as you're 150 feet off of the path, a road, or water, or a combination of the three. So Southeast New York, it's kind of in the like where New York, you got Pennsylvania, you got the chimney of Pennsylvania, and then New York State kind of wraps around us, so it's like right up here, right up above Pennsylvania. Woodbridge says, I laugh at you Easterner about the mountains, but they are nice. Yeah, the mountains on the east side of North America are not as impressive, although the whites are pretty impressive. Still nothing compared to the Rockies and the Sierras. Nothing compared to those. I'm dying to get out there and see those mountains. I've seen videos of them. I've seen photos of them. I've heard people talk about them. I got to get out there and see them for myself. What they lose in elevation, they make up for technical challenge. Yeah, some of the spots are really technically challenging. I was reading somewhere about the Catskills before the glaciers hit. They believe the Catskills were higher than the Rockies, and they just actually got ground right down, which is insane. That's insane. That's a lot of mountain to move. Skinny G Panda said rather hike out on the West Coast than the East Coast. I bet the views are probably nicer. I guess it depends. If you're from the East Coast, you're probably tired of seeing all that stuff, though. Or from the West, just the East Coast, from the West Coast. The biggest mountain in Winnipeg is a golfer mound that was 2 feet. So it sounds like Florida. In Florida, the highest spot is like your second floor. I think the highest point in Florida is 90 feet above sea level. That's like a natural spot. There's buildings that are higher. All right. So we're going on an hour and 10 minutes. I'm going to wrap this one up. I'm going to make myself some dinner, and maybe I'll sleep in a hammock tonight. Maybe I'll do that. But yeah. So thank you everybody for stopping by. Dragon says hiking out west in Montana, Wyoming, Oregon, tracks are smoother, but there's such great views. Yeah. The East Coast has very rocky trails. It's not just Pennsylvania like everybody seems to think. I mean, we were just talking about that last week. New York, those trails out there are pretty rocky too. There's some rocky trails in Jersey. So it's just the East Coast, a lot of rocks. So thanks guys for stopping by. I appreciate you all being here, and I will see you in the next. All right. Take care, everyone. Everyone. I was going to say everybody, everyone, everybody, everybody, everyone, everybody.